Oh crap. Last one. Alexandria, what's the girl name? Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. That's what it is. I just want to see what her political future looks like. Because she's the youngest woman ever elected to Congress. Yay for her. But she is a very bold person when it comes to her ideas. And so that is not the easiest thing in the world to do, is to go to Congress and be that person. You know, Bernie Sanders got railroaded by the Democrats in their election. I mean, they didn't say it outright, but what's the lady with the purple hair? Donna Brazile. She said that Obama left the Democrats in debt and Hillary Clinton paid it off. So what does that sound like? Do you really think that they're now going to not back up the person who just dug them out of debt? They're going to go back up Bernie Sanders, who gave them nothing? No, they're going to back up Hillary. So Bernie Sanders was that person that Alexandria Cortez is trying to be now, because she's about to be sworn in next year. So I just want to know what her political future looks like, because she has millennials captivated naturally. She has the Justice Democrats captivated naturally. And she's got Fox News in an uproar naturally. And so I think, she's on the right track to be that person. So let's just see what her political future looks like. I hope it's a good one, because I think she's a nice lady. They talk about her like a dog on Fox News, which means there must be something to her. Because, they ain't going to say nothing nice about somebody evil. They wouldn't do that. They say only the nicest things about the nicest people. So, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, what does your political future look like, my dear? Page of Cups, creativity. That's good. This is heightened intuition. People are really going to flock to you. Like, really going to flock to you. This is encouragement. This is inspiration. You have the masses. You got them. She's. I was reading some story where she was still struggling to pay bills and rent and all that kind of stuff. And so it made her a little more relatable, because she's going to, Washington. She's going to be that person now. But she still captivates. So this is you. This is you. The first card is always the person we're talking about. So this is you. You captivate. I should have looked up your birthday. I don't know what you actually are, Capricorn or whatever. But what crosses you is the Six of Swords. That's good. You do carry some baggage, but it's not political baggage, because you've never been in politics. This is more personal life. But you are moving into calmer waters, even though you're going to Washington, believe it or not. You're moving into a place where you can impact what you want to impact. She's a social justice type of not social justice, but justice Democrat. I keep getting it wrong. She's like for single payer and for healthcare for all and environmental crap. She's one of those. She likes, she's true blue Democrat. And then the Empress. Your emotions are your base. You are very passionate about this. You might be a water sign then, because your first card was the Page of Cups. That's also an emotional card. And then your emotions are at the bottom. That is your base, the Empress, heightened emotion. This does get better for you. The Four of Pentacles. So you do have, but this is behind you. You do have some money woes, but it's not necessarily, you're not destitute. You're just, you gotta pinch pennies. You gotta start saving and all that kind of stuff. You know what to do. I mean, this is not it's not a surprise. I mean, hell, this is half the world right now. This is what's on your mind, the Wheel of Fortune. Things will turn. Things will turn. Will they turn for the better? Yes. The Knight of Swords is erratic energy, so I really do hope, because moving to calmer waters, the Knight of Swords is a card of erratic energy. So you're going to be thrusted in there very quickly. And the reason I am pulling for you is not necessarily because of your ideas, because I actually do agree with your platform. The reason I'm pulling for you is because so many people are against you. And not necessarily just on the right. They talk so much crap about you. And it's horrible to be that person that has to defend not just your position, but your opinion. You can say, oh, I like red flowers. Well, what kind of person likes red flowers? Why don't you like green flowers? Because she likes them red. You know, it's so you have to be that person. You're about to be the new Obama. People are going to attack you for the stupidest things. All at once. Now, here's what I want you to do. Because, like I said, time to move on is what that says. Time to move on. It is up to you, but this is what I would do. Every time you have one of these little stupid, and it's going to be a man. I mean, you're going to have women hate on you too because, you know, that's just the nature of the game. But white men do not like you. But every time they get on and in your face about this stupidest little thing, I want you to tell somebody. I want this to be, Obama was too, like when he let that woman stand in front of him and point her finger in his face and yell and scream, that should have never happened. I mean, if you got to go get one of the girls from down the street, around the hood, to knock the hell out that woman, then that's what you need to go do. Whenever you get a situation where a man is in your face telling you what you are and what you are not, you need to tell somebody. Because you're going to be thrusted into this all at once. And I don't want you to lose faith in the process because you're being inundated with all kind of stupidness. That's your fear. King of Swords, the Trumpian crowd. Don't be afraid of them. But again, there's the Knight of Swords, there's the King of Swords. You fear it get worse. That's basically what that is. You have a fear that it's going to get worse. And I'm telling you now, it is. But, again, this is why I want every time something like that, even if it's 800 times a day, I want you to tell somebody. That way, the people who supported you, who got you into office, can then rally behind you. Because it's nice that you want to go and stand up for Americans. It's not nice that you get beat up while doing something right. It's not nice that you go down with the ship simply because you don't want to get off and abandon your promises. You have to tell somebody. Let it be known. I'm seeing that already. Let it be known. They're going to attack you. You are the new Obama. Do not sit there and take it like he did. He didn't want to lash out because he didn't want to be seen as erratic. You don't need to be seen because your emotions are your base. So as tough as you say you are, as tough as you want to be, it will bother you. And this is why this is your fear, because you fear it will get worse. The Four of Swords is your environment. That is a time of rest, relaxation, reset. It could be also a time of not technically mental illness, but it could be a time of where you are being bothered. So make sure, like I said, to tell somebody. You have to rally the troops. You cannot go there, Miss Cortez, by yourself. This is your desires, the King of Pentacles. You want strength, you want stability. That's not going to happen right out the jump. What is your political future like? The Three of Cups. It gets better and better and better. This is the card of celebration. The government. Happy home. Loss. King of Cups. Or Knight of Cups. So you are going to have to lose some of your kindness. Not for the people, but for how you do business. There's the Death card. There's the Eight of Pentacles. So there's going to be a major change for your career. The Five of Wands. And then the Nine of Wands. So that's good. Major changes is good in this in particular instance. This is the Death card, which means major change. This is the Eight of Pentacles. That's work. The Five of Wands. I have to envision the picture since this doesn't have one. Oh, that's fighting. It's fighting. Successful defense, but this is tiresome. Six of Pentacles. Time of sharing. Three of Pentacles. That is a good idea. Partnership. Confirmation with the Sun. Three of Swords. So, here's my advice. Three of Swords means separation. Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. I hate to say it this way, but I'm going to say it this way because that's the way I want to say it. You are very kind. You are not a pushover, but you are very kind. Washington is full of old grumpy men. Sometimes, at some point, because I do see your career keep going, you're not going to stop. So that's good, which is the major change, like I said. So that's good. So that means you can, run for whatever else you want to run for because people will still be behind you because I believe you have sincerity. You're not saying this for political rhetoric, but you are a kind person. When you get to Washington and you have to deal with all those grumpy old men, at some point, you're going to have to be a bit of a, I'm going to find a different word. I would say a bit of a bitch, but I don't like that word simply because if a man was being this way, he wouldn't be called a bitch. So I'm not going to use that word. You're going to have to be a bit authoritarian. You're going to have to be a bit meaner, but not nasty. Tougher. But I didn't want to say tougher because I don't want to imply that you're weak. But you're going to have to be a bit more gruff. A bit more rough. I have a bit more of a razor's edge about you sometimes. Like you can be in a meeting with people and then they get to talking crazy about how you're a freshman and how you don't know this and how you don't know this. Look him in his eye and say, listen here, mother sucker. I know what I'm doing. I didn't get here because I won a raffle. I fought. I campaigned. I worked hard. People believe in me. Stand up in their face and tell them who you are. Do not back down. Do not take no shit off these old men. You're going to have to be a little bit rougher. You are a kind person. I don't want you to lose your heart, which is why I sing the separation card, which means that at some point you will have to get rid of the Empress and trade it in for the Queen of Cups. You are going to have to be a little bit more boss lady about it. I'll say that. So at some point, not now, but at some point, when you get in there, they are going to try you. Eight of Swords. You're stuck in there. You have to fight. You have to fight. If you need bail money because you can scratch one of them suckers across their face, let me know. But you got to fight. Do not let them push you over.